Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back. I today am going to be doing, as you saw by the title of this video, why do we always say, hey, this is what I'm doing today? Because obviously know what we're doing today because of the title of the video. Rant over. I'm going to tell you anyway, today we are decluttering my makeup. Wow, you're surprised, I know. One day I'm going to name a video like, I got a puppy, or a prince asked me to marry him, and it's going to be a video of me eating cereal. Just an entire 4 minutes of me eating cereal. Wouldn't that be a surprise? I am today going to declutter my foundations, concealers, and my cream face products. I'm going to have to split this video up because it is going to be far too long if I try and declutter my whole collection and kind of explain why I'm decluttering things and explain the products that I have. So we're gonna have to break this up. Obviously, I don't have as much makeup as a lot of YouTubers, but I do find that with my collecting over the years, I have just acquired too many things for me to use, and also just too many products I just don't use anymore and are older than I care to admit. So with the products, I am going to give them to friends or family because obviously almost all of it is used, and so I can't really donate it. Only thing that is going to be thrown out are the products that expiration dates will not be disclosed in this video. Let's declutter some makeup today. Well, hello there. If you can see my sweatpants right here and my comfy boots, you will now realize that YouTube is a lie. We are going to go through this drawer first, which has my cream face products. These are the Alex drawers from IKEA with the tabletop thingy. Do I like it? Absolutely not. I hate it. But I currently live in a wee little 2-bedroom apartment. This holds my needs, okay? This is all I need for right now. It doesn't have to be glamorous. It doesn't have to be extravagant. This just holds the makeup. I hate these drawers, but it holds the makeup. Zoom in a hair more. This, as you can see, is so organized. I have my bronzers here, my highlighters here. So this is obviously not well organized at all. Is it going to be more organized by the end of this video? Absolutely not. I'm going to tell you right now, these 2 drawers are going to be the hardest thing for me to declutter. I have a severe attachment to cream products and foundations. We're going to try our best. I'm going to do my best, and we're going to get through this together. Okay, I have dreams. I believe in myself. Okay, so we're literally just going to pick up random crap in this drawer and go through it. I'm going to start with all things Nude Sticks. This is the Nude Sticks Sunset Strip Palette. I believe it was limited edition, but I believe that you can get all of these colors on their own. Never getting rid of this. This is one of my favorite cream product formulas for the eyes ever. They dry down, they don't crease, they look gorgeous, they're multi-use, so you can use them eyes, cheeks, lips. This is the Nude Sticks Illuminati highlight and the Nude Sticks Bondi Bay. Can't get rid of them, love them. If you haven't tried Nude Sticks, I highly suggest it. Kind of in that same realm, I have 3 of the Bite Beauty multi-sticks. I could keep these in my lip drawer because they can be also used for eyes, lips, cheeks, but I keep them in here because I find I use them more because this drawer is not nearly as overwhelming as my lip drawer. Lips are out of control. These are in the shades Honey Wheat, Gelato, and this is Blush Pearl, but I use these all the time. I freaking love them. Once again, great formula. Okay, let's go with something I'm getting rid of. So this is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Sheer Sun Serum Bronzer. I think I mentioned this before, but I'm not joking when I say, or exaggerating, that everything I love gets discontinued. I loved this, bought a backup, found it at Marshall's for like half the price. Should have known. Discontinued. Pretty heartbroken. I am going to keep this one because I constantly use this off camera, especially in the summer. However, I am going to get rid of this one because this holds a lot of product and you barely need any. Therefore, I don't need 2 because I can't even use it on camera. Another product I will be decluttering is this very disgusting color correcting NYX concealer palette. This is like when the color correcting was hot and heavy in the YouTube world a couple years ago. You'll know what I'm talking about. Everybody was putting orange underneath their eyes. I still don't know why. As you can see, I did get some use out of this product. It is quite disgusting. It's also probably expired. So I think I'm just going to throw this away. A product I'm obviously going to keep because I incessantly talk about it with you guys is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector liquid in the shade Moonstone. Going to keep it, love it. It's my favorite liquid highlighter. The Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Highlight and Contour are super, I feel, underrated cream products from the drugstore. This is such a beautiful bronzer, and this is a gorgeous, like, pearlescent, opalescent highlight. I love these. However, it sucks because Wet n Wild has not, that I'm aware of, furthered the shade range of this collection. So I really wish they would because these are stunning. But unless you are fair to a light medium, and I'm talking light medium, you can't probably use these shades. So therefore Wet n Wild needs to get their act together. One of my other favorite products that also got discontinued, however I'm keeping, this is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Sunkissed. They do still carry darker shades and different shades of this bronzer. They just don't make Sunkissed anymore, which I don't get why, because in my opinion it was the most beautiful shade. But you still can get this in other shades, so I do recommend checking it out. This is the NARS, what is this called? Liquid blush in the shade Luster. Super stunning. If you love cream blush, I highly recommend this product. It is so pigmented. Therefore, you need the smallest amount to actually use all over your face. So I feel like this is going to last me for the rest of my life. This is a product from Tristique. It is a highlight. However, I'm going to get rid of it because I never use it. It's actually really pretty. I'm pretty sure I got this in an Ipsy box. You'll see a lot of products from an Ipsy box. Hot and heavy into that, as everybody else was. Gonna get rid of this, but I mean, it is a pretty product. Glossier Halo Scope, keeping, talk about it all the time. The Sephora Luminizing Drops are a lot like the Moonstone highlight in my opinion, except a little more of a light gold, and this has, I think, a little more of a champagne tone to it. Super pretty, am keeping. This packaging, however, is garbage. This LA Girl Pro Concealer, why I bought it in this color? You ask, that would be because also on YouTube and Instagram, everybody used these to contour their face, and they just don't make a shade for me that like looks good as a contour or cream bronzer for my face. And I picked up this one and it looked absolutely awful on me. And so this is the shade Cool Tan. I'm going to pass this along. It might look good on somebody else. Decluttered. This is the NYX Bright Idea Illuminating Stick in the shade Lavender Lust. I do want to buy another one of these in a different color because honestly, why I bought this color, I'm not quite sure. But this formula is so soft and so glowy and ethereal. It's not like a straight purple, like super holographic purple. However, it is the only cream kind of shade I have in this color, so I am going to keep it and want to buy more in that formula. This e.l.f. highlight is so stunning. I do not know the name of it. I want to say it's like the Naturally Bare or Bear With Me highlight. It's so freaking pretty, so underrated, but if you do not like a highlight that says tacky and glossy, absolutely ignore this and do not buy this product. However, if you like that super glossy, beautiful, model-esque glow, this is stunning, so underrated. The Glossier Cloud Paints also will never get rid of because they are a treasure. The Wet n Wild Multi-Stick in the shade Hustle and Glow is such a beautiful cream blush, like just completely stunning. As you can see, it's a mess because I use it all the time, so keeping that. The Jordana Sculpt and Go is a great dupe for actually this product right here. This is the Maybelline Master Contour Face Studio. I don't really use this one side of the Maybelline Master Contour, the yellow kind of highlighting side, and this is the same shade as the other side of the Master Contour, but I'm going to keep both of them, however, because I do like both. I am keeping this Milk Makeup Baked Bronzer because it's my favorite and no one can ever like break us apart unless Milk discontinues this too, as a trend of my favorite bronzers get discontinued. So Milk, please don't do that to me. I love it. I'm going to declutter this. This is the NYX Whipped Liquid like blush, I believe. I think you can use this on lips and cheeks. However, I just never reach for it. It's a super pretty color, but I just really don't reach for it. So goodbye. Maybelline Master Strobing Liquid is actually a beautiful highlight. However, I think I'm going to get rid of it because it's almost too metallic for my taste. I just don't really put this metallic of shades on my face. So I think I'm going to get rid of it. It is quite pink too, so that I think is going to go. Plus it's kind of similar to this Hello Halo Mega Glow by Wet n Wild, which has this kind of cool doe foot applicator. However, this one I feel is almost as metallic, but I like the formula a little more because I feel like it shears out a little easier than the other one. The other one almost stays to me like a little chunky, so I'm going to keep this one over the Maybelline one. I have this tiny Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is their foundation stick in the shade Mink, and I'm going to get rid of it because this is far too dry on my skin. It hasn't even been used, so someone else can appreciate it much more than I will. This is a Flower Beauty eye on the Prize Eyeshadow Chubby, and this is such a stunning taupe shade that's slightly like sheeny, and it's so gorgeous, and I'm definitely keeping that. This is the Sonia Kashuk highlighting stick in Persian Sunset. I am going to declutter this because it's a little too dark for me, not in the summertime, but I never use it. Sonia Kashuk stopped making makeup and only makes tools at Target, and so I can't even use this in a YouTube video, and there's so much product left in here, and I feel like somebody can enjoy it more than me. This is the Tiny Girl Meets Pearl Liquid Pearl for the Face. It's like a little travel size, and I never use it, so I am actually gonna throw it away because I think it's also really old, so goodbye. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Cheek and Lip Tint in the shade Flirt on the Street. Honestly, this is kind of like a typical shade, and I never use this one. It's not my favorite formula, but it is pretty, so I'm going to pass it along. This is the Wet n Wild Makeup Stick Contour in the shade Oaks on You. This is a little warm for my face, and therefore does not look super great, so I am going to pass it along because it's just not that nice on my skin. This is the NYX Cream Blush in the shade Tea Rose. They don't even make it in this packaging anymore, and but I actually really love this shade and am going to keep it because I think it's so beautiful, and I really actually love this formula. Revlon Insta Blush in the shade Berry Kiss, which is a complete lie, and it's so weird because online every time I look at this it is named a different thing, but it's the shade 320, which does stay consistent. Like one of my favorite cream blush formulas I've ever used. Super underrated product from the drugstore. This Revlon cream eyeshadow in 745. This doesn't, I don't think, have a name. Super pretty color. Love it. And the formula is really nice. Just a really pretty like wash to put on your eyes, so I am going to keep this. And then last but not least, the NYX Sculpt and Highlight. This is broken. This contour wand with a highlighting product on the other side. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this because I haven't picked this up in forever, so I am going to declutter this product. This drawer is much smaller and with all the products, and it looks great. These are products I feel like I actually use and will keep with me. We are now going to go to this drawer. I'll zoom you in a little further so you can actually see and lower you. One moment. All right, as you can see, this drawer is also so clean and so tidy. Okay, it is a little more tidy than the last one, but definitely not that much. This is my foundation, primer, and concealer drawer. So let's start by going through this. I'm gonna go through concealers first. First concealer I'm gonna talk about that everybody and their mother talks about, which is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I get mine in the shade Fair. This is one of the best concealers ever. I have a backup, of course. This one's almost empty. This is a backup. I'm going to be obviously keeping them because it is a great concealer. This Revlon Youth FX concealer, actually super great, and I do enjoy it, so I am keeping this as well. This is a NYX Incredible Waterproof Concealer in a stick form. I used to use this concealer all the time before I actually knew anything about makeup and knew anything about my skin, and is so freaking dry on my skin, so I will be getting rid of it. I will also be getting rid of this product. This is the Physicians Formula Insta Ready Full Coverage Concealer. I just don't reach for full coverage concealers. This did look a little bit dry under my eyes, and also, like I said, full coverage and me are not buddies. I am going to give this away to someone who will enjoy it much more than I will. I have a plethora of Maybelline Fit Me concealers. This is my favorite concealer of all time. I have the lightest shade 5, the next lightest shade, which is weirdly 15, and then the third lightest shade, which is 10, better than Tarte Shape Tape in my opinion. And I'm keeping all of them, obviously. I have 2 Wet n Wild concealers here. One is the Photo Focus concealer, and the other is this illuminating pen. The stuff is already rubbed off, so I don't know what it's called anymore. Both of these are super great. The Photo Focus concealer is such an underrated concealer in my opinion. It's so good. And then this is also great. However, it is like $6 and comes with the most minimal amount of concealer ever. Sparingly use this product. However, it is so freaking beautiful. So if you want to spend $6 on something that is just tragically little, that's fine. It is beautiful. However, like I said, there's nothing in it. But keeping both of these. The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Concealer is also stunning. It does have a bit of a burning sensation underneath the eyes, and I wish they would come out with a little bit lighter shade because this is the lightest shade and it's almost too dark for me when I'm fair. However, it's a sheer coverage, so the darkness of it doesn't really affect my skin as much as you'd think because it's not a like super full coverage. It's quite sheer, so, but I do love this concealer. It's super pretty. And the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, which is another one of my favorite concealers. So beautiful. I hate the applicator, but I'm keeping. This is the Wet n Wild Come Correct Celebrity Concealer. I hate this. This is like a dupe of the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. It's super full coverage. I bought it just to try it to see if I could like it, and I hate it. So it is getting donated to somebody else. Bringing it back to the good old days. If you have not been on YouTube for a long time in the beauty community, you will probably not even know about this concealer, but this was the popular concealer before the Tarte Cosmetics concealer. And honestly, this one I don't even remember it anymore in comparison to the Tarte one. And I never ever freaking use it, and it is a expensive concealer, so I'm going to give it to somebody else. And then I got a few randos down here. This is the Hey Honey cream concealer. I got this in Ipsy bag. Never even tried it. Gonna donate it. This is the Aurora X Ipsy Pro Cover Up Concealer. Didn't even try it, and it looks far too dark for me. I'm sure somebody else can get use out of it. This is the first time I even opened it, so I'm donating it. And this is an oldie. Holy cow, it has a huge crack in it, so this will be being thrown away. But this is the NYX HD concealer. This was the concealer I used, not in this lavender shade, obviously. This was like the first good quote-unquote concealer I ever used. I bought this before I bought the Naked Skin concealer, and I used this all the time. It was supposed to be kind of a dupe for the Naked concealer. This is so old and trash, so I need to throw it away. This is also something I use all the time. This is the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer. I actually use this all the time to like sculpt out my eyebrows long ago when the very sculpted eyebrow was in, and I never use it anymore. And it's actually not that old, so I am going to give it away to somebody because they could get use out of it. Full coverage and very thick, so it would be great with oily skin. However, with my dry skin, it's no good. And the 2 concealers that revolutionized pot concealers for me are the NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Chantilly and the Glossier Stretch Concealer in the shade Light. These concealers are vastly different. This is a soft matte concealer, like a semi-matte, and has a little more of a medium coverage, whereas the Glossier is a super dewy concealer with a very light coverage. So very different, but so good. Both of them are fantastic, keeping both of them. And in here is the Nude Sticks concealer pencil. Super great, love this product. Great for traveling, keeping that as well. All right, this video is going to be a million years long. We are going to hop into my foundations. I'm telling you now, I'm gonna have a hard time getting rid of a lot of these, and not much is gonna come of this because I am an addict. Foundations are one of my favorite products. I think it's because for so many years I couldn't find a good foundation for my dry skin. All right, we're gonna go primers first. So this is the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, one of the best glowy primers from the drugstore. To me, it's almost a dupe of the Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Primer from First Aid Beauty. These are kind of similar formula, however, these two are much more glowy than this one. Love all these three. I'm keeping all these. The Glossier Priming Moisturizer, which is basically just a moisturizer, not a primer. Love this for travel, definitely keeping it. This is an oldie that people have probably forgot about. This is the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. Nikki Tutorials revolutionized this product, and I actually use it all the time when people come over and ask me to do their makeup for them. It's just such a sticky base and I love it. And it is for sensitive skin and works well on everybody, the dry and oily alike. I love this product and I'm actually going to keep it. This is the Physician Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer. And to be honest, I really just don't love this product. It is very, very metallic. I think it's kind of supposed to be a little bit of a dupe of the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. However, I much prefer the Becca Backlight Priming Filter to this one, so I am going to pass it along. It's not that it's not pretty. If you like blinding highlighted face, you would probably love this. This is the Wet n Wild face primer, and this is beautiful. I prefer this so much more than the Physician Formula one. This has just a more glow from within rather than a metallic sheen. I just think it's so pretty. It's so angelic and a little bit glossy. I don't use this anymore, but I actually used this quite a bit before I discovered glowy primers. This is the Present by Philosophy. This is a great base to keep you very matte, and it is quite sticky. So I am going to keep it purely for when I have people come over and I do their makeup. Their skin is on the more oily side because majority of my products are quite dewy. So I am keeping this, but this is actually a really great primer if you are looking for something and you have larger pores and oily skin. The Magic Lumi Primer by L'Oreal, excellent product. I feel like it's a pretty universal one. It looks great on almost all skin tones. It comes out very white, but then blends into the skin, just leaving like a glowiness behind. These two are the last primers, I think, in the bunch here that I'm looking at. This is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, one of my favorite primers ever created. Such a beautiful glowy primer. This is why I've been behind on my bills for the past several months. Okay, I'm joking. But this product is stupid expensive. It is the number 28 Hourglass Serum Primer. Holy crap, it costs an arm and a leg, but if you are having a dry moment like I am now in the winter time, this is the best primer in the world. Nothing makes you more hydrated and dewy than this product. So if you seem to just have constant trouble with your dry skin, you may have to sell your limbs and your firstborn child, but this will help your skin. I don't know if those last two things were worth your dry skin, but in case they are, this is the primer for you. Getting quickly into foundations, I'm telling you now, I ain't going to be good at this, okay? This is going to be hard for me. The Kojin Do Aqua Foundation is one of the few aqua foundations I've actually found works for my skin. It's great more in the springtime for me when it's not nearly as dry as the winter. However, I do enjoy it. I'm just gonna like pull out my absolute diehard favorites. I would have to say these are like some of my most used foundations. The Maybelline Fit Me Foundation in Dewy Smooth is to die for. I also have it in Matte and Poreless because it also works for my skin. In my personal opinion, the best foundation ever created. It's just so freaking good, and it costs $5. So, and then the L'Oreal Infallible. I have multiple shades, obviously, of this one as well for my tan days and my fair skin days. And the Glossier Skin Tint has quickly become upper favorites of foundation for me. I want to get more shades of this because I can't live without it. I mix it with everything and it looks flawless on my skin. Just makes my skin look better than anything else. Shouldn't really talk about is the Fiona Styles Luminous Finish Foundation Concentrate. She doesn't even make it anymore. I hope she brings back her line. This is one of the best foundations I've ever freaking used in my life. The Lancome Skin Feels Good foundation, excellent. Need to get it in my fair shade. And the It Cosmetics CC cream, I'm almost out as you can see, and so obviously I'm keeping both of these. These two buggers back here, this is the NYX Stay Matte Not Flat Liquid Foundation. Why I bought this, I have no freaking idea. I used to use this all the time. Also probably disgusting, so I'm going to throw it away. This is the NYX HD Studio Fluid Foundation. This is supposed to be kind of a dupe of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. However, the Urban Decay Naked Skin is 1,000 times better. I actually adore this foundation. It's an old school, but it's so good. It's actually the foundation I used on my wedding day. This one just wasn't nearly as good. I was hoping that it was going to be a really great dupe, but I never use it, donating it. Cushion foundations, Lumi Cushion and the Mega Cushion, Wet n Wild and L'Oreal, both fantastic cushion foundations, my faves. The Josie Maran Vibrancy Foundation, I actually don't reach for this foundation as much anymore, but I am still gonna keep it because it's such a unique formula. Wow, these bottles are disgusting. The No. 7 Lift and Illuminate Foundation is also just one of my favorites. I need to get it in my fair shade as well. A semi-matte formula. I don't use matte formulas often or even semi-matte formulas, but the Healthy Foundation by Physicians Formula is such a beautiful foundation. Highly recommend if you're looking for that soft matte finish. I'm actually going to think about this one. I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile because this is the Born This Way foundation in the shade Porcelain. Should probably buy a lighter color for me because this is a little too dark. I used to use this all the time. As you can probably see, it's only about halfway full, but I don't reach for it anymore and I don't know why. So I'm not sure if I just don't like it as much anymore because I have foundations that I have more. I'm gonna put this in the maybes. For stick foundations, I freaking love these. These are the Makeup Forever foundation stick, the Hourglass foundation stick, and then this is the new L'Oreal Infallible Longwear shaping stick. Holy smokes, I'm testing this out. I've been using it the last couple times, but I think I'm in love. So talking about a foundation I'm going to get rid of. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick in the shade Porcelain. Heck to the no, I'm getting rid of this. This is a awful foundation if you have dry skin. I wanted to love this product so much. I can't even make it work if I douse 3 tons of oil on my face. It is so dry. If you have the most oily skin, this is the product for you because it is the most drying thing I've ever used in my life. I am donating this. It is going away. And for the last foundations I have, these 4 right here, this is the Burberry Fresh Glow foundation. Discontinued. My heart is broken because it's one of my favorite foundations I've ever used in my life. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, if you're looking for a more full coverage foundation, like a medium to full coverage, this is stunning and super cheap. Love this foundation. The Milani Conceal and Perfect is super similar to the Photo Focus in my opinion, and it's also excellent. And the Hourglass Illusion Hyaluronic Skin Tint is totally not worth the money. And I paid so much money for this, so I am keeping it. Will I ever repurchase it again? Probably not, but it is beautiful. And then just quickly, last thing, we're gonna talk about facial sprays. Obviously, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray is one of my favorites. I have 2 here, a backup for when I run out. I think that this is the best setting spray I've tried at the drugstore. It is so freaking good and so underrated in my opinion. This is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. It smells like a spa, which I love, but this was given to me as a gift from my friend Sarah, and I'm so grateful for her giving it to me. I don't know if I would actually buy this in the full size. It's so beautiful, but I'm just thinking of repurchasing it because I'm almost out and I'm like, should I? This is the NYX Dewy Finish long-lasting setting spray, and I'm going to declutter this because I never use it anymore. It's an okay product, but it's not that great. This is the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. Super underrated product. So beautiful. I don't know if a lot of people talk about this, but I love this. This is such a great product. Alright guys, and this is the finished foundation and concealer and primer and setting spray drawer. It looks quite a bit better, but I only got rid of like 4 products. I knew it wasn't going to go as well as the other drawers. I'm proud. I'm still proud, okay? Still proud. Got rid of some oldies that I didn't need anymore. All right, guys, and here is all the product I'm decluttering. And then back here, I'll move my cup here. Back here is the product I am throwing away, with the possible maybe of getting rid of my Too Faced Born This Way foundation. It is, I just need to figure out if I want to keep that or not. See how I feel. I'll maybe update you guys on Instagram whether I keep this or not, and try it out again, because I haven't used it in probably like 9-10 months. This is a lot of product I'm getting rid of, and I'm quite proud of myself. So I'm going to continue this declutter series and just continually slowly decluttering items because I just need to get rid of some stuff. I think next I'm going to do eyeshadow palettes, base palettes, and single shadows, because that is going to take up a lot of time. Let me know if you guys enjoyed today's video by giving it a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below if you hate me for getting rid of one of your favorite products. You know, that's fine. You can be better. I don't despise these products, I just don't use them, or they didn't perfectly work for me. So I'm just giving them to somebody who might appreciate them more than I do. So thank you guys for watching today's video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.